Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to connect these um, roof framing together. Um, so let's start here at the end. So let's just zoom in. So normally, how we connect this one is put a member here, and this is going to be on the outside. So we're going to just delete this first, and let's do a small rectangle. We can do it on the floor, or we can do it here. Doesn't matter. Make sure it's green. Use your arrow keys to change. So click there, and then we're going to make that 2 by 4. So it's going to be a 1.5, comma 3.5. Okay, there you go. And we are going to, this is a block, this is a block. So if it touches it, it should not matter as long as it blocks. So we're going to use a push pull, and you simply push this up to this edge here. Anything is, and until it says this edge, then you can release. We're going to make this a block, so triple click, 1, 2, 3, and then right click, and then make a group. And then we are going to put that from the midpoint here. So you have to zoom closer from the midpoint up to this point here. And then we can just erase this extra one if you happen to do that. Now, that's fine, but when you look at it, something sticks out, right? We don't want that. So we have to move it down further. So we're going to do a move. We're going to select this first and touch this corner and then scroll down on, move down on the blue axis until you can press your shift key if you want until you touch the edge. Okay, there you go. Now when you inspect it, it doesn't move. Okay, we also have to inspect the bottom of the roof, whether it sticks out or not, and it doesn't look like it sticks out. Okay, so we are fine. Okay, all right. So that's connected to the top here. Okay, and that's not enough. You have to also make some connection here. And you can actually just copy this. And you can just copy it where we want to, like this. Normally, we would have to position it. So we're just going to copy it anywhere for now because it's not the correct orientation anyway. Okay. Now, on the sides like this, we don't want to just move it. We can, but we don't really just want to. So we'll just put this here and go down on the blue and then touch the edge. There you go. But we're not going to leave it like that. Okay. We're not going to leave it like that. We're going to actually rotate that one. Okay. So we're going to get the rotate tool. We're going to click this corner and make sure before we click that it's on the green. There you go. And click that. And then we're going to click this other corner here. And then we're going to rotate until it's touching this edge over here. Okay. So from the bottom, it would look like that one. And we didn't do that in the middle here of the roof or the very top of the roof because that's like the center. Okay. Now we just have to position this wherever it's supposed to be. And typically that is going to be like at 24 inches from the from the very, very top over here. So all we're going to do is we're going to simply draw a line temporarily from the very, very top going down on the edge. So make sure that you zoom in on the very, very edge. There you go. And then type in 24. And that's where you want it to be. Okay. And then you want another 24. So go ahead on the edge and type in 24. Okay. And then that's where you want it to be. So where would AutoCAD, SketchUp would automatically snap to those endpoints. See, there's an endpoint here and there's another one here. And we have to erase this line later, but for now, we're simply going to select this. Okay. And we are going to move it from the midpoint. So you can't see the midpoint, but you're too far. Make sure that you zoom so you can touch the midpoint. That's not the midpoint. midpoint. We need to pick the midpoint, There you go. Oh, no. It must turn green for midpoint. Okay, so let's just move this first. I'm gonna erase this extra. There's an extra one that got created here. And then we can now, we just moved it a little bit, so we can now move that and then pick the midpoint here. Select, move, and then we want to pick the midpoint. Come on, midpoint. Okay, that's not the middle. So let's draw a line from here to the midpoint. It's supposed to be 0.75. So 0.75. So decimal. Okay. Oops, that midpoint line. Go here. There you go. Midpoint. It must say midpoint. Okay. So click that midpoint. Now you can move. You can select this first midpoint, and then we're going to make multiple copies. We're going to press Control, and we're going to select that endpoint now, which becomes a midpoint, and we are going to zoom out and put that first somewhere here on the endpoint. There you go. So you must wait until you snap to the endpoint, and then we're going to put another endpoint here. Oh, it didn't make a copy. Okay, and then put that on another midpoint. Okay, and then you're supposed to do another copy here. Okay, for another midpoint. So let's erase the small line first. And then there's two lines that you need to erase. Erase this and erase this. Save this first. Let's see if I can erase this. Oh, no. And then save. And then we're just going to reload again. Sometimes that happens. Okay. I have H4. And I'm going to select this and then press delete. There you go. Now we have one more copy that we need to make over here. Okay. So we're going to select this and we're going to copy. So select the move and press Control. And then we're going to select this point here, not that point, but this point here, up to this point here. There you go. So that's exactly 24 inches. Okay. And then we're going to simply mirror that on this side. So we're going to select this, press Shift, press select this, and select this. So those three must be selected. Okay. And then we're going to do a mirror. And then we're going to press Control. So it has a plus sign. And we're going to drag this plus, this red plane. We're going to drag that until we reach the midpoint here. So there's supposed to be like a midpoint somewhere here. And there you go. So that's supposed to be like a middle, same exact position. Oh, I didn't make a copy. I'm going to undo again. Okay. So press Control. There you go. And then move this to the midpoint somewhere here. And now you have a copy. Okay. And then you can do and make a copy on this side. Okay, you can do make a copy on this side, but let's select first the three. And we don't need to mirror, we can just simply press Shift, make a copy of all of these. Okay. And simply use your mover copy, press Control, make a copy, and then select We're going to zoom in, select, whoop, select this corner, and we are going to put that on this corner over here. Okay, and then let's erase also this line, and then simply zoom out. And then you should have that one and this one. Okay, and then we're going to work on this middle one, but we have to explain what are we going to do here because that is now the direction of a structural engineer. So we're going to discuss first what structural engineers would need to tell us or what do they do and the reframing before we continue. Okay?